Are you ready for Jeopardy? Are you ready to play Jeopardy? Ben, roll the theme. From Megaplex 2019 in Orlando, Florida, this is Jeopardy! Here are today's contestants. A YouTuber from Jacksonville, Florida, Pickles. A poker player from Altamont Springs, Bo. And a chef from Albany, Georgia, Raging. And now, here is the host of Jeopardy, Blue Snow Kitty. Hello, hello, hello. Welcome, one and all, to Jeopardy. It is great to see you all out today. We have three wonderful contestants. I would like to mention a couple of ground rules before we get started today. Of course, when our contestants uncover a daily double, please applaud for them. When they get that daily double correct, please applaud for them. Otherwise, please stay quiet so our contestants will have a chance to win. But if all three of them miss the questions, then I'm going to throw it to the audience here. I have a few paw print stickers, some candy, a Mountain Dew if anyone wants that. In between Jeopardy and Double Jeopardy, I have some much nicer audience prizes as well, so be on the lookout for those. Raging, Faux, Pickles, it's good to have you. Here we go, into the Jeopardy round. Here are today's categories. Conventions, Disney, video games, just 90s things, memes, name that furry. Pickles, you are in the #1 spot on the table there. Are you ready to go?
They're still haven't populated over here, but let's go with video games for 200.
Now a staple of the franchise, it first appeared in 1985 in this game. Listen. I suppose I'm going to have to act out all the audio cues here, so here we go. Do-do-do-do-do-do. Faux.
What is Super Mario Brothers?
Yes, that's correct. Good for 200.
Let's continue with video games for please.
Rolling around at the speed of sound, he first appeared on the Sega Genesis in 1991. Raging.
Who is Sonic the Hedgehog?
You're correct, you pick.
Just 90s things.
What clue value?
200.
200. The first episode of this animated series was broadcast in the U.S. on September 8th, 1998, bringing us those famous words, "I want to be the very best."
What is Pokemon?
Yes, you're correct.
Back to video games for 6, please.
Now, let's see. What is your score there? Man, have you not been adding their scores? Okay, well, what you have is you currently have $200. You can't, 600, excuse me. So you have 600, but you can't risk 4.
I got two 200s.
If you can't tell, this is my first year hosting a panel. We're working through all the kinks. You have $400. You can risk up to the maximum $1,000 on board. What would you like to do?
We're going as true as we can go. Let's make it 1,000.
1,000, please. Released in 1998, Valve gave us this game featuring a silent man, a crowbar, and a teleportation experiment gone wrong. We're still waiting for the third installment.
What is Half-Life?
You are correct, 14.
Let's keep going. Make it 800 video games, please.
Video games for 800. This popular city building series by Maxis was first released in 1989 and later picked up a reboot in 2013. Faux.
What is SimCity?
Yes, you're good.
And finish the category.
Although we know it as the Nintendo Entertainment System, in Japan it was known as this. Raging.
What is the Famicom?
Yes, you're correct. You pick.
For 200?
He first appeared in a 1928 film, Steamboat Willie.
Who is Mickey Mouse?
Yes, you're correct.
We'll do memes for 200.
Means for 200. Poor Skyrim guard. He used to be an adventurer until he took one of these in the knee.
What is an arrow?
An arrow in the knee, yes, you're correct.
Means for 4, please.
Seen here is this cat, who sadly passed in May 2019.
Who is Grumpy Cat?
You're correct.
Oh, Disney for 400.
In 1995, this Disney-owned studio released Toy Story, the first feature-length computer-generated film. Reggie.
What is Pixar?
Yes, you're correct.
Disney for 600.
This 2016 Disney buddy cop film is set in a city where anyone can be anything. Reggie.
What is Zootopia?
You're correct.
Disney for 800.
Disney opened this theme park in 1965, conveniently in Bay Lake, Florida. Reggie.
What is the Magic Kingdom?
No. Anyone else? All right, audience, do you have any idea? How about you there, one of my tryout contestants?
What is Walt Disney World?
Walt Disney World, that's what we were going for. Come on up here, grab yourself a Paw Print Snickers candy. Or you can have that now too, if you like.
I think the same thing.
Boy, I wish I was the first time.
Let's see. All right, so the scores currently stand at Foe has...
Lights.
Well, why'd the lights come on? Foe currently has 14 plus 18 plus 8. I'm not good at quick math. 24, 22, 22,000, 2,200. 2,200, 20, it's 24. Pickles currently has 200. Gravy has 14 minus 8, 600. You're at 600. So that's the scores right now. 24 for Foe, 600 for Ragey, and 200 for Pickles. Are we all getting ready to go now back there? Man, I tell you, you are all an awesome audience. Tell you what, while we're working on fixing up the scores, let's talk with our contestants a little bit. Let's take a little bit of a break. How about that? So, let's talk a little bit right here with my guy, Reggie, right here. Now, it says that you are a chef, but what I really want to talk to you about is that you said that you were a polyglot and you speak 6 different languages. Would you care to share what languages that you speak?
Currently, like I said, only have 6, but learning every day, but they're all English, Spanish, French, Portuguese, German, and Japanese.
Very good, very good. Always. Pinball, huh? You really like pinball, huh? Tell me about it.
Well, about a year and a half ago, I was just randomly talking to friends online. One of them mentioned that they were on a pinball league, and I went, I'm sorry, excuse me, that's a thing. And I got a little bit too addicted, and I'm trying to buy my first machine within a year or two here.
Awesome. Now, you have seen the Family Guy pinball table up in the lounge, right?
I've played it, and I'm sorry to say that it's in like the worst condition.
Yes, unfortunately it is. Unfortunately it is. Maybe they'll get it fixed one day. We'll see.
Don't bet on it.
Pickles, Pickles, Pickles. What an interesting name you have there. You are a YouTuber, so what kind of content do you produce?
I actually only posted one video. I didn't really think when I wrote that.
So what you're saying is you're an aspiring YouTuber. There you go, there you go. See, that's part of the trick is if you don't think you're doing something good, you have to make it sound good. So you're not just a guy with one YouTube video. You are an aspiring YouTuber. You're an aspiring YouTuber.
Yes.
All right.
Tell everyone to subscribe.
Like and subscribe. Be sure to hit the bell icon.
What's your name?
Okay, well, let's get back into this game. Rachel, you did give us the last correct answer, so you get to pick.
Disney for 1,000.
For 1,000. Oswald the Lucky Rabbit was first introduced in 1927, taken by Universal in 1928, then returned to prominence again in this 2010 Disney video game.
What is...
No, too much time. Oh.
What is Epic Mickey?
Epic Mickey is correct.
What do we have left in memes? Because I can't see a ding thing.
Memes, we have memes for 6, 8, and 1,000.
Memes for 6 then, please.
For 600. I don't know if the audio is going to work on this one. Released in 1987 on the album Whenever You Need Someone, it's the British pop hit Heard Here. What is that? All right, Pickles.
What is Never Gonna Give You Up?
You are correct.
Next one in me.
Seen here is Doge, this breed of Japanese dog. Such pretty. Wow. Reiji?
What is the Shiba
You are correct. In just the 90s things, we have 4, 6, 8, and 1,000. Yay!
Just 96 for 400, please.
Check out this phone, the perfect tool for hammering nails and breaking down doors and playing Snake. Reiji? Too much time. Too much time. Anyone else?
There's no picture for us?
No picture of. Would the audience like to take a crack at it? How about you back there with the red and black long sleeves, that glove? We'll accept that, yes. Come on up here and get yourself a paw print or some candy, Mountain Dew. Come on up. All right, Reiji?
Just 96 for 600.
600. Heard Here is the startup sound for this video game console, first launched in Japan in 1994. Listen.
And Joe.
Pickles?
What is the Sony PlayStation?
You are correct.
Let's finish out 90s things.
Well, there's 2 more clues left in 90s things.
Then the next one.
You've Got Mail. This internet service provider rose to its greatest height in the 90s. Hope you don't mind the free CDs. Pickles?
What is America Online?
You're correct.
Now the last one in 90s.
All right. Professor Utonium accidentally created these girls when he mixed together sugar, spice, everything nice, and a little bit of chemical X. Pickles?
Who are the Powerpuff Girls?
You are correct.
Let's do conventions for 200.
Conventions for 200. Its tagline is Florida Sun, Furry Fun. Oh, I would hope you would get that.
It was a lucky guess. Conventions for 4.
Conventions for 4. Celebrating all things fuzzy and furry, it's hosted annually in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. Reiji?
What is Ambercon?
You are correct.
Conventions for 600.
For 600. It's the largest My Little Pony convention. Reiji?
What is BrolyCon?
You are correct.
Conventions for 800.
This convention describes itself as the largest anime and manga convention in North America. Reiji?
What is DragonCon?
I'm sorry?
What is DragonCon?
No. Anyone else? Pickles?
What is MegaCon?
No. Foe? You there, second row, right on the edge there. What do you think it is? Not Comic-Con. Who do I want now? How about, yes, how about you that the guy next to you is pointing at? Not Otakon. All right, you in that face mask with that teal LED badge. You are correct. Come on up and get you something. Our last correct response came from Reiji, so you get to pick where we go next.
Let's finish out conventions then.
In 2018, it boasted 10,989 attendees, making it the world's largest furry convention. Foe?
What is Big West Fur Fest?
You are correct.
really could have swore we did video games for 40. Did we actually skip that?
No, we did it.
I was pretty sure we did that.
We have memes for 1,000 and all of Name That Furry left.
Means for 1,000, please.
For 1,000. Seen here is this now deceased member of Queen used to indicate that an amazing feat has been accomplished. Pickles?
Who was Freddie Mercury?
You are correct. Name That Furry is our last category this round.
Alright, let's start at 200.
Seen here is this fighting game champion, a 4-time EVO winner. Foe?
Who is Sonic Fox?
You are correct.
I'm gonna be that guy and go Name That Furry for 1,000.
For 1,000. He was diagnosed with ALS in March 2018 and passed away on April 5th, 2019. Foe?
Who is Dog Bone?
You are correct.
800, please.
For 800. This father's brother's full name is Kagamushi Goro, or in English, Samurai Cockroach. Pickles?
Who is Uncle Kage?
You're correct.
Okay, 400.
Seen here is this dragon, the founder of Fur Affinity. Reggie? Driffer?
Who is Dripper?
No. Pickles?
Who is Fender?
No.
Who is Dragoneer?
You are correct. And now for the final clue, Name That Furry for 800. On the Fun Day Pawhead Show, he's most known for puppeteering the sheepdog Ezra. Who knows it? Okay, you on the front in the blue, or is that purple shirt? What is it? No. Yes, I'll have you waving your hand right on the edge there.
It was Cuddle Pump.
Yes, you're correct. Come on up. All right, that finishes up the Jeopardy round. We're going to take a quick break to tally up scores. Players, if you want to get some water, if any of our audience members want to get some water, have at it. We'll be right back after this. Thank you, thank you, thank you. So, who all here likes plushies, huh? You like plushies? Everyone likes plushies. Well, I just so happen to have a couple of plushies to give away. In fact, I have 4 of them. I've got 2 cute foxes. And because I'm a snow kitty, well, I just had to serve my own interests. I have a couple of sneps as well. I think let's go with this audience question. Let me step down away from the bright lights. Well, it will work pretty much the same as when our contestants miss. If you know it, raise your hand and come on up to the stage, and I will give you a prize when we get done with our 2 audience questions. The category is spelling bee. The trick here is the correct response must be spelled. Here is the clue. In Minecraft, this kind of tree has a trunk that's mostly white with black spots. I saw this fursuiter over here first. What do you think it is?
What is birch? B-I-R-C-H.
Correct. Head on up to the stage. The next clue here is American buildings. Fittingly, this Department of Defense headquarters has 5 sides. Who should I go for? I'm going to go for this guy over here in the tank top, the gray tank top. You are correct. It is the Pentagon. Come on up. All right, so you got our first one. Would you like a fox or a snow leopard? You want the snow leopard? Can I touch the fishy? Touch the fishy? Good fishy. You have won a fox plushie. Let's hear it for our audience. How's the scoring look over there, Ben? You ready to go? I think he's still working. How about we do our other two audience prizes here? Give us a little bit of time to figure out the last of these scores here. Fortunately, this one is an audience question, so you don't get to participate. But Reiji, if you are a chef who specializes in Japanese food, I'm going to be pretty disappointed if you don't get this one. The clue is, well, the category, I'm sure you've already figured it out, is Japanese food. Here's the clue. Traditionally, it's a single portion box meal with rice, fish, and some vegetables. I want the squeaker up here. What do you think it is? What is a bento box? Come on up. Is anybody here good at poetry? Because the next the next clue is poems. The musical Cats was adapted rather, from this T.S. Eliot collection of poetry. Yeah, I'm only seeing this one hand over here. What do you think it is? Old? Close enough. Come on up and get your prize. Fox, one fox for you. The Fun Day Puppet Show question, nobody got it. It was an audience prize. All right, AV team, could I get you to dim the lights once more? I think we are now ready to move into Double Jeopardy. Now, let me see over here, who has the lowest score? Reiji, it looks like you have the lowest score, so as soon as I get back over here to this little table, it is your turn. So we have this round, animals by scientific name. We'll give you a scientific name of an animal. You tell us the common name. Everyone loves Lego. Let's play. British Teddy. Villains. And finally, furries. We break everything. Low Budget Fonzie is a good friend I met at the Who's Line panels from years past, and this year I asked him to help us out with Furry Jeopardy. He has recorded himself quoting famous movie lines, and your job is going to be to tell us what character in the movie said that line. So, Reiji, you are in last place. You get to pick first from any one of those categories. Animals by scientific name for 400. Felis catus. Yeah, Reiji. Yep, you're correct. Hang on a second. AV team, have you brought up the contestant microphones? They're sounding pretty quiet.
S.
B. Pickles. R.
S.
All right. I'm sorry about that, Reiji.
Animal scientific names, 800.
800. Volps. Fo.
What is fox?
You are correct.
Let's continue down the category for 12, please.
Canis lupus. Wolf. Oh, I'm sorry. I just Once again, it's our first year. It's our first year. We're working out the kinks.
What is a wolf?
Is that the one you had?
Fo got the fox question. Well, since I screwed that up, Fo, you're still in control of the board here.
We'll go to 1600 in animal scientific.
Animals by scientific for 16. Ilurus fulgens. This one's a bit tricky. Does anybody want to take a stab at it? I see one hand over here. What do you think it is? Say it a little bit louder. No, it's not a bat. See a couple people over there. What do you think it is? White shirt. Not a falcon. Anyone else? Waving hands right over there.
It's in a mud kip.
Mud! Mud! No, the correct answer is actually a red panda. Red panda. Folk?
Let's finish category for 2000, please.
Carassius auratus. Reggie?
What is the cassowary?
No. Anyone else?
We got a hand over here.
I see. What do you think it is? Not a vulture. How about you right there in the second row? Not a rat?
One over here.
Another hand over here.
Yeah, up in the front row right over here. Not a polar bear. Last one, orange guy way in the back there. No, it's not a mallard duck, although this mallard does look pretty nice, doesn't it? No, the correct response is a goldfish. Goldfish. But that's okay, that's okay. Reggie, why don't you like to go? We finished up animals by scientific name.
We finished it up.
Oh, I'm sorry, folks.
Let's play for 400, please.
Let's play for 400. In England, it's called Noughts and Crosses, while in America, we call it by this alliterative three-word name. Folk,
What is tic-tac-toe?
you are correct.
Let's play for 8, please.
Its slogan is the fast-dealing property trading game. Folk,
What is Monopoly?
correct.
For 12, please.
A large map with 4 rows of colored circles must be this game of physical skill. Folk,
What is Twister?
you're correct again.
Let's play for 16.
Their website says that it's a party game for horrible people, as despicable and awkward as you and your friends. Pickles,
What is Cards Against Humanity?
you're correct.
Let's finish it out.
First introduced in 1974 by Gary Gygax and Dave Arneson, this game series has been a staple among tabletop role-playing game fans. Folk,
What is Dungeons & Dragons?
you are correct.
Let's go to British Telly for 4, please.
Starring Benedict Cumberbatch, it's a modern take on Sir Arthur Conan Doyle's character. Reggie,
What is Sherlock Holmes?
you're correct.
British
No,
Television.
wait a minute. No, you gave us too much information on that one. Too much information. Pickles?
What is Sherlock?
It's just Sherlock. That's the name of the series.
If I win on a technicality. Let's do Whose Line Is It Anyway for 4.
Who's line for 4?
Killed my father. Dare to die.
Oh,
Who's the Eagle Montoya?
correct.
Back to British Telly for 8, please.
Telly for 8. This drama series begins in the 1910s, following the lives of the Crawley family and their servants. Pickles?
What is Downton Abbey?
You're correct.
Let's go back to Whose Line for 4.
Who's line for 4? Who's line for 8? Excuse me.
Turn to page 390.
Reggie?
What is Ferris Bueller?
No. Pickles?
Who is Severus Snape?
There you go.
I like that guess.
Everyone Loves Lego for 4.
For 4. This kit of a beloved Star Wars ship weighs in at a staggering 7,541 bricks, making it the largest Lego set currently in production.
What is the Millennium Falcon?
You're correct, Reggie.
Villains for 400.
Villains for 400. He uttered the famous line, "No, I am your father." Reggie?
Who is Darth Vader?
You're correct.
Villains for 800.
His catchphrase, Avada Kedavra. Pickles?
Catchphrase. Who is Lord Voldemort?
You're correct.
Villains for 12.
For 12. They're one of the Doctor's oldest enemies, equipped with a death ray cannon and intent on destroying everything not like them. Pickles?
Who are the Daleks?
You are correct.
Let's take this over to British Telly for 1200.
For 12. For 12, you said?
Yes.
For 12. Following their departure from Top Gear, the trio seen here moved to Amazon to host the Grand Tour. Oh,
Or Hammond, Clarkson, and May.
you are correct.
And that's all British Telly. And also villains for 16.
For which one for 16?
Villains and
Yes, that one. Villain 16. Seen here are Nightmare Moon and Discord, two former villains from this animated TV series. Reggie?
What is My Little Pony?
More specific?
What is My Little Pony? Friendship is Magic.
There you go.
Villains for 2000.
Villains for 2000. Answer correct. Big double number 1. Now let's see what scores we have over there. What scores do we have over there for you, Reggie? You have 2,200. You can risk any or all of that. What would you like to do?
Go big or go home, all of it.
True daily double. If you are correct, you will have $4,400. Here is the clue. He threatened to melt all of the tunes in Who Framed Roger Rabbit with a special concoction called the Dip.
Who is the madman?
No, I'm afraid that's not correct. Audience, does anybody know? How about you right there, third seat on the front? Judge Doom, yes. Well, unfortunately, lost everything on that one, but you still retain control of the board. I will mention we only have a few minutes left, so I think we only have time for a couple more clues before we move into Final Jeopardy. So I hope you can pick up some money there.
Everyone Loves Lego 2000.
For 2,000. If you had your head in the clouds, you might come back with one of these robotics kits by Lego. Reggie?
What is a Technic?
No? Pickles?
What is a Mind Storm?
Yes, you're correct.
Let's do British Telly for 2000.
For 2,000. This British comedy show starring John Cleese, Eric Idle, Michael Palin, and others was truly something completely different. Reggie?
What is Monty Python?
Yes, you're correct.
British Telly for 1600.
For 16, it's what BBC stands for. Reggie?
What is a British Broadcasting Company?
No. What word did Reggie miss? How about you with the glowy badge, third seat right there? Channel? No? Red shirt, right next to it. Yes, you. Yes. What's that? Not commission. Yellow shirt right over there. Corporation, there you go. I think we have time for 2 more clues there. So, last correct response was from Reggie. What do you want?
Let's see, the next one, and whose line is it anyway?
Whose line for 12?
I know who you are, Peter Quill, and I'm not some starry-eyed waif here to succumb to your pelvic sorcery.
Reggie?
Who is Rowan?
No. How about you there holding your fursuit hat?
Is it Drax?
Not Drax. Not Drax. Right here in the front. Gamora, come on. All right, and that is all the time we have for Double Jeopardy, unfortunately. So let's take a look at the scores. If you would go ahead and switch over to Final Jeopardy here. So we have Pickles, and it looks like Foe is in the lead with 15-2. Pickles with 9,600. Unfortunately, Reggie, you are in the red, and you will not be around to play for Final Jeopardy. But thank you very much. I do have prizes. Even though you lost, I do have some prizes for you. So stick around. Come on off to the side here.
We still love you, Reggie.
So here, players, is the Final Jeopardy category for you today. Egyptian mythology. We're going to take a quick break, let our players make their wagers, and we'll be right back with the clue. All right, our players have made their wagers. It's now time for Final Jeopardy. Please remember to form your responses in the form of a question. Go ahead and hit the show question now. She was the daughter of the sun god Ra, and her name means she of the ointment jar. 30 seconds, players. Good luck. Nichols, we will start with you. You are in second place in 9,600. Let's take a look and see what you wrote down. The response was, "Who is Osiris? I had a blast." Unfortunately, that is incorrect, and you'll lose something. And he's written down 9,600, so unfortunately, he has lost everything. But you did play a really good game, and I thank you for having you on here. Let's now take a look at Foe's response. Who is Sobek? Which is also incorrect. So that means if an audience member knows it, it's another chance for a small prize. Yellow guy in the front there.
Who is ISIS?
No, not ISIS. How about you over there, pal? Not her. Green shirt right there with beard. No, I'm afraid not. The correct response was Bastet. Who is Bastet? Cat person, by the way. Cat god. So unfortunately, you will also be losing something, but it doesn't matter. He loses 4,001, but he is in first place, so congratulations. So you are Jeopardy champion. Come on over here, all three of you. Come on over here, Rachel. Let me give you prizes. For our first place winner here, I give you a Fox plushie. I give you one of these really cool keychain flashlights. Like it's seriously bright. So I actually bought one for myself. They're really cool. You have a standard brightness setting, and then you have an blindingly bright setting. Only it fits in your pocket, not on the racking up there. Exactly. USB rechargeable too. Much more power efficient than these big old things. And I also give you a copy of Wolf Children, a fantastic anime. If you have not seen it yet, go see it. Pickles, since you were leading going into, I will give you the second place prize, a fox and a little flashlight. You were in third place, Reggie. You just get a fox. All three of you can also get some candy, some paw print stickers. Let's hear it one more time for our players.